Our guy, my guy, Darwin Barlow.
Yes, sir.
Big fan.
Last time we talked to you, we were asking a lot of questions just about coming here. You told us a lot about how in Texas you knew a lot about Mac Brown. It was kind of pretty cool to go see the rings and the crystal and stuff. Now that you've played for Mac Brown for several months, what has that been like? Has that kind of met the expectations you had coming over here?
Oh yeah. First off, I would just want to say I'm just blessed to be in this opportunity. Blessed to have this opportunity to come play for him, play for this team, play for this university. It's been nothing but good to me since I've been here, and I just gotta thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me this opportunity, because I mean it's just a blessing to play here, play for him, play for this staff, the strength staff, nutritionists, the academics, my teammates. So I would just say it's been nothing but a blessing so far.
How many people from back home have asked you, so what's he really like?
My mom and dad, I talk to them after every practice. My sisters, I talk to them after every practice. They always asking like, what went on, like what the coaches say. But I mean, I love it though, because they just stay in touch as well, and it keep me going.
So when Mac was giving you some props the other week, talking about your, the way you've been practicing so far this spring. How do you feel for yourself that you've been, kind of acclimated into, the offense, and just how the spring for you personally is going so far?
I feel like just in general, like any player that play this sport, like I feel like their best game comes out when they can play freely. Like when you just step on the field and it's just nothing but ball. So I feel like since I've gotten here, I've been able to just like play my game. Like, yeah, it'd be practices where I mess up on the play or just mess up on an assignment. But I feel like at the end of the day, they let me play, bring my game to the table every time I step up on the field. So that's another blessing as well. Not being, thinking so much, not being fearful when I step on the field. They just let me play, really.
For sure. And how would you kind of characterize, the Chip Lindsey offense, that you had, a few practices several practices really to, kind of really play in it and all that?
They always telling me to bomb the hash, like always be like bouncing it out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like my past years at all the universities that I've been at, it was inside zone. And so here is tight zone, insert zone. Well, y'all probably might know, but it's more downhill. So I just got to keep my eyes A to A, So it's been a struggle, kinda, for me. But each day, like just watching more film constantly with Coach Porter, Coach Means, Coach Lindsey down. But eventually, like that's just things that instead of just being a habit of me not bumming the hash, I'm gonna eventually bum the hash.
Have you pointed out that you've broken some of those runs that you've bounced outside? Like
Yeah.
we've seen some of the highlight tapes where you're like gone down the sideline.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, it's more. I understand like what they're trying to make me do, because by the way the play is set up, like where the O line's going and
Sure.
where the defensive players are fitting, like more runs that's going to be productive is going to be where they're telling me to go. So just making plays though, I just feel like when those plays gone, like just being able to make a play, but I mean eventually it's going to all turn out to be good. They're getting me where I need to be.
Did you say a second ago A to A, where you keep? So you're talking about the gaps,
The
where
gap,
you have
A to
to keep
A.
with the frame,
Yes,
and so it's a tighter inside run here than it was where you were before.
Yes, sir. So anywhere else, like it was inside zone. Inside zone, you really can. Let's say if it's going left, you can read it off the hips of the lineman, so you can really hit it anywhere, like any gap you want. And then here is like A to A. That's where you want your eyes to be, and you're gonna hit it off the center's hips, so crack of the center. So it's a lot different, but at the end of the day, like it fits the scheme and it's getting the job done.
Now that you've gotten a chance to really see Amari Hampton up close, I mean, what has been impressive to you, about his game, and just because he's a downhill runner himself, what's kind of stood out to you about him?
I would say everything about him. I've been able to blessed to be a part of a lot of great running backs, and I feel like he's one of them. He's great on the field. Like everything he do is great. Like, but the way he carries himself off the field, like the type of person he is, he caring for us, just making us better. The weight room, he just already carrying himself as an NFL prospect, and so that's key. And he's just a sophomore, and like he's probably go to his junior year, and I was surprised with that. But like he don't act like one, and like that makes us all better in the room. Like him being an All-American and everything, but him just being humble, showing humility, just bringing us up as we bring him up as well too.
So when you got here, did you think he was older?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah.
But well, I knew he was. I didn't think he was just sophomore.
Yeah, yeah.
But the way he carries himself, like, I mean, he carries himself way more.
Darwin, you're a guy who's been to the weight room a couple times in your
Yeah.
life, but like has Omarion's like just strength there, like made your eyeballs pop out a little bit, or?
Oh
Like,
yeah, well, not really, because on the field, the way you run the ball, you can
Okay.
see it. They call him Hammer for a reason. So I can see it, but in the weight room, yes, like, I mean, he's probably one of the 5%, like in the weight room, just doing crazy weight. So now a little bit of it is surprising, but I mean, his work ethic, I'm not surprised, because like, I mean, he should be able to do that with his work ethic, because he just be going. He very consistent every day, being consistent every day. So I like that alone.
How do you personally envision like the split, like once we get to the fall and you're playing games, in terms of, do you think it would be like Omarion for first and second down, you for third down, two series of Omarion and a series of you? Like, how do you think that split? How do you think they're going to work that out?
Really, that's up to the coaches. Me, I just got to continue to do my part, you know. I haven't felt like I've showed them my best yet, like, but when I bring my best, I mean, I feel like the sky's the limit for everybody in that room. But I mean, I came here for a reason. Came here to help the team. Came here to make a huge impact on this offense. So however the coaches, you know, see that for me, I would be like stoned to, you know, have that role in the offense.
Sure. To be determined. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's the first thing that stood out to you when you saw Davion Goss on the field?
He don't play like a freshman. He's smart in the film room. He always meet with the coaches outside. So I've been seeing a lot of freshmen, and like I would say he's different because he's already on top of his game. I even got classes with him, and he's there in the front every day, listening. So he's smart. He's a smart dude, but on the field, he don't play like a freshman. He's big, probably like 215, I want to say, 220. So he's gonna be great.
How fast is he?
He's pretty fast. He was hitting like 20 miles per hour, and I ain't even his fastest. So he's gonna be a great player. He make us better. We make him better as well.
Do you anticipate him being a guy that gets on the field this year? I mean,
Yeah, he could. Anybody in that room could get on the field. Caleb, Louis. So we just gonna continue to make each other better, and in the fall, you're gonna see.
So when you guys have 2'6'8" like tackles on the outside with Howard Sampson and Trevion Green, like when you're either watching them block or when you're running behind them, the chances you get to run behind them, I mean, just like how different is that, you know, having, you know, that size on either end?
I mean, it's preparing. Like, I have to, every day I come to realize that those are the type of guys that's going to be in the NFL. And, like, it's kind of crazy because when I be in the huddle, I be looking at them like, man. But everybody on the O-line, like, I love them because they bring physicality. Trey, Howard, them on the outside, it just makes it better for us in pass pro, like, knowing that they're going to have their spot solidified. So I would say everybody on the O-line is great. Like, always open up holes, always being physical, always keeping us uplifted. We keeping them uplifted, encouraging us, encouraging them. Like, yeah, if we mess up on a play, like, we still together. This is an offense, and we're just trying to stack days and build them.
Wanted to ask you about, it's not to cut you off.
No,
Wanted to ask you
go
about
for it.
Trey as well. Like he was, we were talking to him, a good bit. He was saying he gets here at like 4:50, like on practice days. What do you kind of observe about his preparation and just kind of like as you've gotten to know him, just how would you kind of describe Trey Green off the field?
So the other day I was asking one of the players, I think it was Omarion, did Trey play last year, and I want to say he ended up getting hurt. And just watching him, like I just be like so in shock, like that how he haven't went to the draft yet. So I would say like, I mean, it's a lot of people on this team that carry themselves that way. Trey, like I mentioned, Marion and people like that, but it's no shock because I feel like this team and the direction that we're headed, ACC championship and the championship is on our radar. So I would feel like for us to continue to strive to get to that goal, like everybody have to carry themselves that way, and you have to like make sacrifices getting here at 4:15, staying late after practice and things like that. I feel like that's what you have to do, and then like getting to the NFL, that's most of our dream. I feel like you just have to do that. So,
Darwin, from your vantage point, what kind of spring would you say Connor Harrell has had? Because it seems like the practices we've gotten to see, he's looked really good. And has it surprised you in any way? Because this is a guy who's just been a backup so far. Like, I mean, just how would you sort of rate or assess what Connor has done this spring?
I feel like he's been playing like with a chip on his shoulder, like he has something to prove. Every quarterback in that room was great. Max, him, but to answer your question, Connor, like when they first reached out to me when I was in the transfer portal, I was able to watch the bowl game, and so Drake didn't play, and I was watching Connor in the first, I want to say, couple of snaps, and then he ended up getting hurt with his ankle,
right?
And I was devastating, like because I wanted him to be able to prove like
he was
what
shifty
could do.
that day, yeah.
And so just being able to watch him this whole spring. Even before spring ball, like in spring training in the weight room, like him trying to step in that leadership role, him just always texting everybody in the group chat, let's go throw today, build chemistry. I would say it's been shown up on the field, like him making that extra step, just being on the field every time. He's always bringing his A game. So I feel like that's going to make us better, whether it's him or Max leading his team. I feel like they're both going to get the job done at the end of the day, really.
Yeah, it seems
They're
like he came.
great.
Yeah, it seems like he came to fight in the quarterback.
Exactly. Like that's what I like about him. He's stepped up to the challenge, and that's all you can ask for. Really, that was the type of guys you want.
You guys good?
Good.
Think so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Darwin.